Oh, there we go. Hello. And yes, today we are going to be doing the tattoo review tier list of all of your submissions. First of all, I just want to say a big thank you to anybody who has submitted their tattoos. I didn't really expect that this would happen. I've had over 200 submissions and it's been quite overwhelming, to be fair. I've tried my very best to get everything set up just the way that I want it, and I hope it's all kind of gonna go all smoothly. I tested everything the other night, it all went swimmingly, but yeah, you know what I mean. First time for everything. So this is basically how it's going to go is we're going to go through each and every tattoo, and then we're going to be basically giving a few tips and tricks. I have a clipboard here, so I'm going to go through all the little details that I've got on my clipboard, just so we can rate the tattoo, give some advice, so that if you're a beginner or if you're anybody that needs a bit of help, you can get that basically free here. There are a lot of tattoos in there that aren't really. I can't really give advice for them if I'm honest with you because they are above my level. To be fair, there's a lot of work in here that if I can't give advice for it, I'm just going to kind of rate it on what my opinion would be. So yeah, there's no hate in here. It's all just a laugh at the end of the day. But I'm going to give some tips where I can, and yeah, I'm gonna review where I can as well. So yeah, just kind of breaking down what's going to happen. So like I said, I'm gonna give tips and tricks in one section, and then the tier list, as you can probably see, we've got top 10, we've got take my money, discount, get me drunk, cover up, and laser removal. Now, what this basically is after I've given a review of the tattoo, I'm going to review, would I get this tattoo or what would I be like if I had this tattoo personally? Because we have submissions from fake skins and real skins, and I don't quite think that it's fair to kind of separate the two and to say, because if we were to, all the tattoos for real skins would be right at the top, and all the tattoos for fake skins would be right at the bottom. And I just don't think that's fair, in all honesty. So I'm going to give a review, like I said, what I'm going to do, and then yeah, the tier list is going to be: would I get this tattoo, and what would I be like if I was to have it? Now, if there's any lags or anything wrong with the audio or anything like that, just let me know in the chat, and I'll get it all sorted out. But anyway, let's crack on and go for the first one. So the first submission that we have here is the Spidey. Ooh, we got a little Spider-Man over here. So, okay, so first things first, I would like to say it looks okay. It looks good. It reads from a distance, so that's quite good. You know what I mean? If you had that on your leg and you were walking down the street, nobody's probably going to give it a second glance. It looks like Spider Man. No one's going to argue there. Now I think let's have a little look inside. We're gonna dissect this. Oh, okay. So yeah. So as you can probably see, when we go into the when we zoom in a little bit, you can see that the confidence in the lines isn't. I mean, it's there. I mean, it looks like somebody who obviously is progressing, and I would say personally that all this really needs is a bit more time. I think if you took a bit of time to just kind of make sure that your lines were straight, make sure that the voltage that you were using was getting the correct saturation, then I think you would end up kind of polishing this to make it an actual, to make it fantastic. But like I say, around the eyes and whatnot, you can kind of see some shakiness there. I mean, these lines here, they don't quite. I mean, this isn't too bad. It's not the worst. It's not the worst, if I'm honest with you. So confidence, I'd probably say. I mean, I'm not gonna rate it very high for confidence because you can see that this is a beginner. I mean, if you look at this here, it is an unfinished piece as well. There's a bit of it that, like, look at the separation between the head and the arm. The contrast kind of merges into each other. So it's not really finished in my opinion. And there is a bit of what there are quite a few wobbles in the lines as well. But yeah, I mean, the shading's not too bad. There is a bit of shading on the arm that doesn't quite make a bit of sense. I mean, yeah, I mean, I mean, it's just kind of here, whereas if you've got all these shadows here and it's a bit light out, I don't know, it just the form isn't reading perfectly. I wish I had like a whiteboard or something so I could kind of show you what I mean, but I think if you were to think of the arm as like a cylinder, you would want to add kind of darker values up. Let me just see if I can show you because I'm not. Yeah, there we go. Because I'm literally just talking about something, I'm not even showing you guys. But the arm here, um, if you've pictured it as a cylinder, you kind of like add darker values kind of coming up from the main cast here, then I think that you would just bring that out a little bit more. But I do kind of like the contrast between the chin and the chest. But I just think I don't know. I think it's got a lot of good. There's a lot of good points to say about this tattoo. But also I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done in order to kind of get to a professional level. Really, really good piece though. The saturation, yeah, I think I've got no problem with that. I think you've been able to kind of do shading quite well. I think that yeah, it's just more about patience. There's no issue with that really. Um, so would I get this tattoo? Now, I know this is a bit of a tricky part because it, like I say, it doesn't look that bad. It's not awful. It's probably if I was a teenager, then probably yeah. If I was a teenager and someone said I can give you this for like 30 quid or something, I'd definitely jump at the chance. But right now, at the age of 30, I think you'd probably have to get me very, very drunk. And like I said, don't take any offense from that. That's just me. But I do believe that, yeah, this is probably going to go in, get me drunk, and then I probably have this tattoo. Let's just move that away from there. Going to be a bit slow to begin with. Oh, is it going to move? Oh, let's hope we haven't broken the PC. There we go. It's moved. It's moved. We're fine. We're still going. Okay. The voice is not perfect, but it's okay. Voice is not perfect. Okay. Not perfect in the sense of volume is going up and down. Okay. That's a bit weird. Maybe that's the compression. Let me just see if I can kind of sort that out a little bit. Let me see if I can kind of sort that out a little bit better. Let me see. That might be well, that's kind of clipping a little bit. Let me just see if I can bring it down like that. Is that a bit better or um okay. Okay, okay. I'll go with that. If there's anything bad, just let me know if that makes it worse or whatnot. I know the microphone's going to be something that gets to becomes a bit of a problem, but we'll get with it. We'll get with it. So let's have a look at the second submission. Okay, so we've had Spidey, Boosh. So what have we got next? We have got oh, some butterflies. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I can probably say this person's not a beginner. They're obviously like doing actual work for clients and whatnot. The saturation looks good. You can tell the difference in color from the red to orange, and orange is quite hard to saturate. In all honesty, I mean the yellow is a bit faded. If this is a fresh tattoo, I don't think that yellow is probably going to heal very well. If I'm honest, um, but I mean, I'm not speaking from somebody who's got amazing color experience. I mean, I've done very minimal color work, and it is difficult in all fairness. So I can't imagine that I'd be able to do anything better. But if I am to judge it, yeah, I mean, I'd say there's no question with the confidence. The lines are clean. The saturation's there with especially with the butterflies themselves. I mean, if we zoom out here, so I can actually show you rather than just kind of hog it all for myself, you can see that no, it's a good design. It really is. I mean, there's no real mistakes. There's confidence in those lines. The only thing that I would probably say is I think it's difficult as well because it's what the client wants. I mean, you can't really judge the artist based on the design that's been requested from them. But what's what we have to do for the sake of the tier list today. So I think that I just wonder if the darker parts of the text, if you can probably see here if I zoom out, you can see that there's some dark parts of the text, but then it kind of goes a bit, obviously, into the lighter colours. So it goes from cool colours to warm colours. I wonder how they're going to heal. If it's going to get to a point where in maybe 5 to 10 years, if the what's going to still be there, the make's going to be kind of faded, but the use maybe gone. Like I say, I don't know. I don't know. But the one thing that I do like about this piece, if you can see, the person has got quite a lot of freckles, and the piece itself does have kind of like a dotted effect, like a watercolor dotted effect. I don't know. I just thought that that was a nice touch, something that kind of is personalized to the actual client. So no, I quite like that. So would I have this tattoo now? Now, I mean, it's not like I say, it's not something I would personally get because it's just the design personally isn't for me. But I suppose if we take away that concept and it was a case of like, say if it was like, I don't know, you gave me a discount or if it was a free tattoo or something. I mean, yeah, I probably would, yeah, because it's not bad, but I mean, yeah, let's put it in discount. No, and that's the end of the day. Well, like I say, it's just opinions at the end of the day. Like, it is a good tattoo, and at the end of the day, everyone's each to their own with opinions, and it can be a case of you could probably see this tattoo artist do a full realism piece of Yoda or something, and it looks absolutely amazing. But it can come down to a number of things. So doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad artist. It's just that piece is not something that I personally would get. But yeah, discount. You know what I mean? If like I say, if it was free, a free tattoo is a free tattoo. I know you can't say no. But well, saying that, there probably are some tattoos that you could easily say no to. Right. Okay. So let's click back on. Next, we've got I'm not going to name the bird because I'm not even going to pretend like I know what bird this is. But we've got a bird. It's a nice bird. It's a very nice bird. It's Yeah, no, it's quite good. There's confidence in the lines. There's a lot of confidence in the shading. This person clearly is good at triple shading. The only thing that I would probably say is the contrast between the bird and the flower. The foot kind of, I don't know if you can see if you look down here and we zoom in, the foot kind of gets a bit lost. So I would probably say yeah, because it's kind of the values in the belly and the leaf are quite similar, and then the feathers down here are quite similar to the foot. I even think I would make the foot kind of a lot darker just to kind of bring it out a little bit more. I don't really know to be fair, but I do think it does get a little bit lost. Um, Although I do really like the attention to detail. If we go to the beak here, you can see like the kind of shading that they've done, and they've really taken the time to make sure that their edges are sharp and smooth. And I think this is a really good piece, actually. I'm really like it. I love the triple shading effect in the petals here. I think that's well executed. Would I have this tattoo on me? Yeah, probably would. I probably would. Um, yeah, I probably would. I'm probably going to put this and take my money. In all fairness, I would be happy with that to be on me. Um, I love birds. I love birds. So yeah, no, I wouldn't be. Yeah, I'm going to put that and take my money. I need to get used to clicking off this, then doing the tier list, and then we'll go back on that. I just need to wait for the tier list. There we go. There we go. There we go. So fine. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. 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 We've jumped the gun here. We've jumped the gun. So before, I don't know. Can I take that back and put that back down there? It's going so slow. Um. Oh my god. To be fair, I wasn't quite expecting to do this live stream so early on in my like journey. So I've had to invest in a laptop, but because oh there we go, we put it back because it's such short notice, and I'm not exactly Rockefeller. I've just kind of got a second-hand £70 laptop from eBay. Seems to be doing the trick, but it's not the fastest. But we'll get there. We'll get there, guys. We'll get okay, so right, next tattoo that we are going to review. We're getting through this pretty quick, although we are 3 down, 215 more to go. But we're getting there. Yeah, so the next one is let me just put that back up there. We've got this. Now, I'm gonna just have a little look. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. That's not too dark. So it's kind of like a snake that wraps around an eye, that goes into another snake. I mean, like I think it's good. I think the separate elements are good in a sense. I like the eye. Um, I really do. I think it's a really good effect, and it looks very 3D. I like the snake head. I do quite like that. Although I don't understand the shading around it. I think that's just. I think it could have been maybe some smoke, or maybe something that's a bit more than just kind of like a grey shade. Although if this is freshly healed, do you know what I mean? It's probably gonna lighten quite a bit. So I would love to see this healed, to be fair. But no, I do quite like it. Like I like the reflection that eye is absolutely insane. Like that's a photo. Like that's not a tattoo. Like that's crazy. But I think just the thing is for me is the snake wrapping around the eye. Now I don't know if this is just the photo because I mean it was quite dark, to be fair. I've had to lighten this quite a bit, and even then, it is still quite difficult to tell. So I don't know if it is the photo. I'm gonna put this in Take My Money. It's not high Take My Money, and I think that the photo does let it down. I'm not even gonna go into confidence and all that because this guy is clearly at a level that I'm not yet. So I'm happy. I would be more than happy to get a tattoo from this guy, but I do think that the photo is letting this piece down. I really do. I'd love to see a clearer image of this. So let's put this and Take My Money. But let's get that down. Let's have a little look. Love the chat. The Get Me Drunk section is going to get full. Well, that's it. Well, I was thinking. I don't know. I mean, I've skimmed through a few of these. I don't know if there's going to be many in laser removal. And like I say, I don't want anyone to get disheartened. If you have submitted it, you are watching your piece, and you don't like where you go, please don't get disheartened. You can slate me in the comments if you want. I'm more than happy for it, but it's just a bit of fun. Obviously, I'm here to give you advice and a review more than anything. But the tail is just a bit of a laugh. So okay, so what have we got next? So okay. Right. So again, another one that's a bit dark. Let's see if you can see this. Now, this looks like a butterfly next to a heartbeat with a cross and a heart in on either side. Um, Now, regarding the design, I get it. I can understand that it's probably quite sentimental to the person who's had it. So sentimental tattoos are always nice, but you can't really slate the design for them, really. I mean, although yeah, most people probably wouldn't get it. That's not the reason for this tattoo. So I mean, it's in its own league, really. But that's me making an assumption. So I that is a big assumption. If it's just a tattoo that they wanted because they saw it in a magazine, then that's a whole different ball game, and it's like yikes. However, I mean, again, the photo doesn't really tell me much. Like you say, it's quite shiny, and I can't really see much of the line work. It looks okay. Um, the skin looks a bit overworked, if I'm honest. I would probably say that it looks like the voltage was up a bit too high. I would maybe lower the hand speed and the voltage a little bit. Um, Again, I can't really see the butterfly, but from what I can see, it all looks like it's been done with the same size needle. And I think if I am to make another assumption about this piece, I would probably say that um, this whole tattoo was done with one needle, and yeah, you can. That's probably why the skin's overworked. So I would probably put this in cover up, if I'm honest. Not to be like I say, it's probably a sentimental piece, but if I had this on my body, I'd probably look to get it covered up, if I'm honest. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in there, but what I would probably advise is try and use different needles that'll fit the job you need to do. If you need to use thicker needles to kind of get that saturation in at least passes as possible, then use it, and then use finer needles to do finer details. I don't quite understand why there are some artists out there that teach the method of outlining with a 3 round liner and then packing with it. I mean, I've tried that myself on a tattoo that I've done on my own ankle, and it just resulted in blowout, to be fair. So I don't believe that that's a good method. So yeah, no, I put that in cover up. What have we got next on the list of tattoos? Doosh. Coming up next, we have the eye. Oh, very nice. So we have the all-seeing eye, the Illuminati, and uh, we have a clock. I was checking to see if it said Rolex, but it doesn't. And we have a rose. So yeah, it's good. I mean, that eye is good. Yeah, I mean, it stands out. Like the whole piece does really stand out. Sorry, the eye stands out out of everything in the piece. The confidence in the lines, then yeah, there needs to be a lot more practice. I would say that you can see where you've had to go over twice, maybe because the first line wasn't quite saturated. I think looking at the skin, I mean, it doesn't look like a real skin premium brand. I think it looks like one of those cheap Amazon ones. So I can understand why it's probably taken you a bit of time to pack this ink. So I mean, it's really good though. Like, I mean, I think that with a few more months practice in realism and learning different techniques and taking your time and trying to understand like what different value. Well, to be fair, you actually do understand what different values are because the contrast is that in that eye is brilliant. Moving down to the clock, I mean, it gets a bit. I mean, the clock's probably not the best piece out of not the best thing out of this whole thing. Sorry, it's probably the weakest part out of the whole piece. But clocks are quite difficult because there's a lot of straight lines and a lot of really fine details that need to be perfect in a clock. Otherwise, it's not going to look good. Again, I think that you've used the same needle to do the Roman numerals as well as the little dots on the edge, which the line art really does make it look a little bit flat. I would use different needles to get those different thicknesses and yeah, hopefully and just make it look a bit better. But I think that this is one of those pieces that it is a really good start, but with more and more practice, it'll just get better and better. And the rose is good. It is good. There's good contrast between shading and whatnot, and you can see it does that there is form being created by this shading. But again, it's just one of those that it needs to be a bit more refined, a bit lighter. It's probably heavy-handed because it's been on a cheap Amazon skim, and those are horrible. Honestly, I started off on those, and all they teach you is to just chew up and they just teach you to crank up your voltage and to just chew up the skin. It's not good at all. Um, for this, I would probably to get this tattoo. To get this tattoo, I would probably say it's going to be. Hmm, because you would probably need to get me drunk in order to have it. But I think if I did have it, I'd probably want it covering up. But I don't want you to get disheartened if you are obviously watching this because it is a really good piece. I would just probably say that I think if I had this on my body, I'd probably want it covered up. So let's get that all sorted and popped in there. Alrighty. Okay. Has it moved? There we go. Happy days. We're moving at a snail's pace with the tier list, but we're moving fast with the actual tattoos. Let's have a coffee break. Coffee break's over. Okay. So, what's the next one? Oh, okay. Is that like the? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that like the Statue of Liberty with a thorn of a crown of thorns? Um, or Lady Liberty? I don't know. I don't know. One of the ladies. It's a lady. Or not. Or not. You know, it's we're not going to judge here. But anyway, so let's have a little look at the line work. It's quite shaky. I would probably. I'm sorry if you're watching this and I'm wrong, but I'd probably say this is maybe one of your first pieces. And I can see that you've probably gone quite small and quite detailed for your first piece because you've probably just seen it online and thought, oh, this looks really cool. I'd love to do that. I would recommend doing very simple designs. Start with American traditional. Um, 200,000 left. I mean, if we're here to 1 a.m., we're here to 1 a.m. I mean, I have work tomorrow, but it is what it is. I'm sure they'll understand. I mean, this tier list needs to be done. But yeah, I would probably say with this one, do some simple designs, old traditional, bold, thick lines. Maybe get yourself a 9 round liner or something like that so you can try and build that confidence whilst doing some simple designs, because if most beginners kind of want to start off with really detailed work because they've either got a tattoo that they really like and they want to replicate it, or they want to replicate that style, or they've just seen a design and they want to do that style, that they've seen a design and that's what they want to do. However, when you get a 3 round liner or these really thin, fine, fancy needles or whatnot, every single mistake will show. Every nervous shake, every jolt, every time these cheap machines, every time they decide to just move around and wiggle about, that will show in the work. And all that does is lower your confidence and makes you feel like you're trash. The best thing to do, get a nice big thick needle, do some really easy work, and you'll be very surprised to see how little mistakes you can wobble a little bit. It gives you a little bit of wriggle room for a little bit of mistakes, and the work still looks really good. And then once you build that confidence, you just kind of you work your way down. You work your way down because once you build up the muscle memory for keeping a smooth, steady hand, you can try smaller needles and you can kind of just get a feel for it. Really, it's not that bad. So for this one, if I had this on my body, it depends on how. I mean, it's a small one. I mean, it doesn't look very saturated, so I don't think I'd need laser removal with this. I think it wouldn't even. I don't think it would heal that well, to be fair. So I'm gonna pop this in cover up. So that's gonna go in cover up. Okay. Whenever it wants to go into cover up. Okay. Okay. It's there. Okay. Okay. So let's do this next one. There we go. So, what is this? It is someone holding a sword. It's a it's a knight holding a sword. I don't quite. I'm guessing it's a knight, like a beast, like a wolf man knight Chewbacca type thing. Like, I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool. I mean, like the sword's pretty sick. It looks like he's holding like a glass obsidian sword or something, which looks pretty badass. Um, I would think, I wonder where I can see his right leg, but I don't know where his left leg is. Um, Now, if you've done this with no stencil and you've done this freehand, fair play. I probably couldn't even do this freehand. However, if you've used the stencil or you've designed the stencil yourself, I would probably say this. I mean, yeah, regarding the tattoo, the lines aren't as saturated. There's not a lot of wobble, but there's not much contrast in your shading. There's not a lot of differences in your values. But I think that this comes down to trying to make the design too detailed when coming up with the stencil. Now, if you've just taken this off maybe Pinterest and you've just tried to copy it, I mean, there's a number of ways that I could review this, but it all depends on how you've done it, and context would really matter, to be fair, to be able to give you some genuine advice. So if you've designed this yourself and then you've printed off a stencil and done this, I would say just take your time with the design, simplify it a bit more, and kind of understand contrast and shading and different values, and try and apply that a bit more before you make it into a stencil. Because if you don't nail it down in the design phase, the tattoo is not just going to miraculously look better. However, if you've got it off Pinterest, you've downloaded the stencil, and then you've tried to tattoo it, then again, then it would be probably a question of darken your darkest values, learn how to understand contrast a bit more. It looks like you've used a 3-round liner, a 5-round shader. Um, I mean, again, a 3-round liner for everything. It's just the line art, and you would probably want maybe a small mag for maybe the darker areas. Um, for a piece like this, if you're going to go so small and detailed, I would just even. I know it goes against what I said earlier with just using one needle, but you probably could just triple shade this with a 3-round liner. But even then, the design is too small and compact for you to actually make it look any good. Because if you did do it all triple shading and that was an actual piece on somebody, it wouldn't heal that well. It would all kind of merge together. So I would probably. Would I get this tattooed on me? No, I'm sorry. There's a few things like the sword. The hilt of the sword isn't accurate, which makes me believe that you've either drawn this yourself or you've done this straight on there. Um, yeah, I'd probably put this in laser. I think it's a bit too big to get a cover up, and I am very sorry. I know you've put a lot of effort into this. I think it's good work, and you clearly understand art. But if I had this tattoo on me, I'd probably be looking for laser removal. Um, Sorry, I am very sorry. Please don't hate me. But yeah, we're just, it's not a bad tattoo, but if it was on me, sorry, mate, I'd be getting laser removal surgery. I really would. So, whenever it does it, there we go. There we go. Cool. So, alrighty, let's go. Okay, okay. We got an eagle with a woman's face in the wing. Alrighty. So, with this one, I mean, it's clean. It's a good tattoo. It is a really good tattoo. I'm not personally a fan of American traditional. Hate me if you will, but it's not my taste. I think that, again, hate me if you want to, but I think it lacks creativity. Obviously, this person's probably just picked out a design from online. They may have not designed it themselves. So I'm not necessarily calling this person, saying this person lacks creativity, but if you are a tattoo artist and all you do is design American traditional, eh, it's just my opinion at the end of the day. But it's very clean. It's very good. Would I get it tattooed on me? Yeah, I probably would. Um, like I said, I don't like American traditional. Um, so you'd probably have to get me pretty pissed. But I think if I was quite drunk, that would be the best time. Excuse me. If I was pretty pissed, that would be the best tattoo in the world, to be fair. So I'd probably jump at the chance of getting that. So there we go. See, we're moving on with this now. See, that one was a fast one. That was a fast one. Hopefully, we can get we can get the rest of them done pretty quick. So, if the tier list would move, there we go. Okay, sound. So, right. Okie dokie. Oh, my mouse doesn't want to move. So, I'll finish tomorrow at Dragon Eye. I will finish tomorrow at Dragon Eye in full colour. A Dragon Eye in full colour. We'll post that on my page because I'd love to see that. Honestly, I would love to see that. Hello there, Richard 5FDF3. Hello. Would you make the row inside top 10 from 1 to 10? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so the top 10 row is going to be from 1 to 10, and then I'm gonna decide because I said in a video that I was going to give the top 3 people a prize, but I've kind of thought it over in my head. Obviously, if it's a beginner tattoo artist, then yeah, they probably would benefit from maybe some ink and some skins. If it's someone with a full-on studio and they've got clients, they've probably got a bit more money than me. So I don't think me giving them some dynamic ink would be like would help them at all. So I don't know, maybe some exposure on the page or a free advertisement video or something like that. I haven't got a Scooby Doo. But we'll see who it is, and we'll see who the winner is, and I'll ask them. But the top 10, I don't think I'm going to give the top 3 of the top 10 the prizes. Again, I think that's a bit mean because it could. I don't know. I don't know. I think that we should give some beginners a chance as well. So I think maybe the highest one in Get Me Drunk gets a prize. The highest one in Take My Money, the highest top 10 obviously gets maybe a prize or whatever if they want one or whatnot. The highest one in Get Me Drunk gets a little prize. And to say I'm sorry, the lowest one in laser removal, so the worst tattoo, will get a prize. To say I'm very sorry. So right, okay, moving on. So we've got this a puma or a panther or a puma. Um, one of them, it's a cat. So I mean, it looks to me, it looks unfinished. It, I would probably. I mean, it's dated, so I think they finished it in their head. But personally, I don't think it's finished. I think that the saturation, it's not really there. The you kind of like I say the ear gets lost in with the flower petals, and you kind of can't. Yeah, when you kind of zoom out from it, you don't quite understand what is a flower petal and what's the ear. Again, this bit here, this what's that supposed to be a leaf? If you zoom out, it looks like it's the brain poking out or some muscle fibers poking out of its head or something. So again, I just think that this needs a bit more work. The face looks quite flat, but there's been shading where the eyebrows are. Now I don't know if they're like there. You can see a bit of depth here. There's a tiny bit of depth there, but again, no shade in here, no shade in there. But the darkest parts have been done. Um, I mean, I would say this really does need to be finished. Now, would I get this on me? No, sorry. But I would, if I did, I think this is something you could easily have covered up. I think that if you got this done by your mate in his kitchen and you went to a professional and you said, listen, mate, sort this out, they could probably do a banging tattoo with that, to be fair. So with that, you're going to go in cover up. I think it's going to be high cover up at the moment. I think that's going to be the highest one in cover up. But let me just, I think I need to change cover up actually because I've not been doing that research, ranking them inside the thing because I'm not going to obviously care about we'll care about the high cover ups and low cover ups and like the highest of the tiers and the lowest of the tiers. But if you're in the middle, you're in the middle. Do you know what I mean? Like that is what it is. Don't pay too much attention to that. So yeah, that's in cover up because I think after you get banging cover up if you had that done by a professional. But yeah, I mean, like I say, keep going. You like I feel like I've just slated this piece. So if you are watching, I'm not like don't feel disheartened. It is good. It's you clearly understand what you're doing and you're clearly progressing. Again, looks like a very cheap skin that you've been using, but just keep going. Upgrade your skin to a premium skin. Real skins, probably not pound of flesh or anything like that because it's expensive and it doesn't even work really. But just get real skins or the brand skins, fake skins, oh, what one of them, whatever. But yeah, just keep going, mate. You look like you're gonna do okay. I sent you some pics on the comments. Did you select from there? TikTok comments. Yes, I did. So if you've if I've missed your piece, if you've popped um a photo in the TikTok comments, it's most likely in this list. If I'm honest with you, I tried my very hard. I went through the list about an hour before this stream just to make sure I went through every single one and got them all down. If it does get to a point where, I don't know, I've missed it, I do apologise. Just let me know, and I'll do another video on TikTok or something to kind of go through the others and let you know where I would have put you in the tier list or whatnot. So don't worry. If I do miss you off, just let me know. So let's do the next one. Oh, okay. A bit of an anime tattoo here in the suke. I think this is really good. I actually think this is a banging tattoo. Look at that dagger. Like, that's really good. That's so clean. Look at that. Oh, mate. I like the triple effect. I think you should. I don't know why. I mean, if you're not doing this already, I mean, if you're an actual professional tattoo artist and you're just doing this as practice in between clients, then fair play. But if you're not doing real people, then you need to. Because, I mean, if you want someone to practice on, I mean, if you can do that on my skin, I'll have that. I'll have that. Any day of the week. Look at that. That's what I mean. Like, the line art is brilliant. You can see here how you've got a contrast in line art from the outside outline of the character to the inner muscles and the oh, it's brilliant. Love it. I actually don't have anything bad to say about that, to be fair. I mean, I mean, I can't really say anything about the design. The design is from Dragon Slayer, Demon Slayer. But no, I love it. I actually think I think that might go in the top 10. I think because I mean, the top 10 will move. I mean, this is just because it's one of the best that I've seen so far. If it is subject to change, but I think right now, I've obviously cannot teach this person anything because they are clearly better than me. But yeah, I would. Yeah, if you're watching and you want to give someone a free tattoo, DM me. Hell yeah, take my money. What am I doing? There we go. Okay, we've got one of our top 10 first. Okay, we're moving. The train is on the tracks and it is going. Is it going full speed? Probably not, but it's still going forward, and that's what matters. I'm not drinking pot noodle, by the way. This is coffee. Although, to be fair, what have we got up next? Okay, so okay, okay. Something's happened here. Oh no, that's why. There we go. My bad. Okay. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, I do like that one. I like the line art. I like the effect. Although, I mean, let's have a look at what needles they've used, to be fair. What does that say there? Let me just see if I can zoom out and show you guys. That says a 3 round liner at 8 volts and a 5 round shader at 7 volts. Okay. A 3 round line. Oh, the thing is, if you're doing thick outlines like that with either a 3 round liner or a 5 round shader, you're going to overwork the skin. Yeah, I would definitely be using like a Magnum or a at least a 9 round shader or a 7 round shader for that. I mean, it's good. I love the effect of the hands. I absolutely love it. It's a really trippy effect of like shadows and whatnot and form. I absolutely love it. I think that the shading in the sword's a bit off. And there are some wobbles in the lines. Obviously, there is a lot of confidence. Like if you look at this finger up here, it kind of looks a bit squiffy. So I do think there's a bit of inconsistency, although especially this up here, that it just yeah, it just looks like that's been rushed. But overall, I mean, from a distance, if you look at that from a distance, then that's actually all right. The only problem is the top part. It's readable. Oh, if you, I mean, obviously this is a design flaw. This isn't anything to do with the artist. But if you did design it, then obviously that this is relevant. But if you didn't design it, then there's no point in listening to this. But I would have some blood coming down from that. I think that the fact that the sword's going through the hand and there's no blood coming out of the hand just kind of is a bit weird, especially with the dark tones and the shading and whatnot. I think that if you had some like pure black drips of blood coming down from that, I think that looks sick. So, would I have this on me? Ooh, would I have that on me? I'm sorry, but it's that top bit that lets you down. I'm sorry, but if you, the only thing that I was gonna have to put it in Get Me Drunk. It was really close to being discount, but that top part has really let it down because I can't stop thinking about it. And if I had that on me, and do you know what? In all fairness, the more I talk about it, I think it's going to be cover up. No, would it be cover up? Yeah, I'd have to get that top bit covered up. I'm sorry that it's the top bit. Other than that, I like it. I do like it, but it's the top bit for me. So it's going to go in cover up. I hate these moments of silence where we just wait in anticipation for the tier list to update. Oh God. Okay. Okay. So, ooh, me like it. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's very good. That's really good. Let's have a little close up. Okay. Oh, those teeth are perfect. Oh wow. Oh, anyone else lagging? Anyone else lagging? If anyone else is lagging, let me know in the chat. Everything seems everything seems okay on my end. Um, doesn't look like I've got any dropped frames, so I should be okay. I'm gonna. No, I'm not. The PC is a bit slow where the program is running. Yeah, the PC is a bit slow. Like that's my PC. So if it gets to a point where I'm trying to do the tier list and whatnot, don't worry about that. That's my PC. Thing is, the mic is laggy. The mic is laggy. Oh, the microphone is laggy. For me, the voice is also good. Okay, okay, okay. Right. I don't really. If anybody has any tips on how to kind of resolve this, because I'm kind of at a loss about that. Everything looks like it's fine. I'll keep going with it. What I'll do is when it's done, no problem. Sound like a stutter. Sounds like a stutter with a lag. Sounds like a stutter with a lag. I'll look into that after this. After we've done this stream, I'll look at making sure that I can optimize it for the next time. I did try to do everything that I could to prevent, like, to make sure that it went smoothly this time. But yeah, no, I'll definitely have a look at it because I've got the DJI mic Mini too, so it should be a good microphone. It's 200 quid's worth of gear, so it should do the job. But I think it's just me not setting it up properly or something like that. But we'll get it sorted. Don't worry about that. But this piece, confidence in the lines. Now, yeah, I'm happy with this. And the thing is, with pieces like this, which is why I love realism so much, because you could look at that and you could probably say there's maybe a mistake in the eye up here. You could probably say maybe there's a bit of mistake here, a bit of mistake there, but you can't call it a mistake because at the end of the day, those imperfections in realism are what make it look realistic. And it's like the Walter White piece that I've done that everybody absolutely loves. There's a ton of mistakes in that, and do you know what? I might actually do a video going over every single mistake that I know, and I'm probably the only person that can see it. To be fair, for this, oh, we've just put one in top 10. Do we put another one in top 10? I mean, would I get that tattooed on me? I mean, I don't know if it would heal that well. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to go and take my money. I don't think it's going to be. I mean, I don't know why. I think I'm trying to find. Not that I'm trying to find a fault with it, but I'm trying to find a reason why. There's just something about it. I don't know if it's because I wouldn't be sure of how it would heal. Because if in 5 to 10 years time, are you just going to end up with a tattoo that is literally just the darkest values, and all these light greys and whatnot are just are just white now. So I think, I don't know. It's a difficult one, but I think it's a brilliant piece. I think I may have skipped one in the list as well, but we will. Have I skipped one? We'll put that in Take My Money. Looks like I've skipped one. Unless it's just not in my. We shall see. Oh no, it's just next in the list. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So this this one is up next. Okay. So we got a tiger with some flowers, and it says Yeshua. Oh, okay. Now the line confidence. I mean, there's a few parts up there that look a little tad blown out, and it doesn't look consistent. I would probably go to say that the text is okay. The text looks good, really clean. That's really good. So you can see that this person does know what they're doing to some certain sense. Well, they know what they're doing. It's just a case of, I probably think, experience. And that's the unfortunate thing about tattooing. And it's the thing that I've obviously had to find out as well, is sooner or later, you have to go on to real skin. And it's not exactly like when you go onto real skin, you're automatically going to be amazing just because you practiced on fake skin. Some people might. Some people might touch their real skin for the first time, and it's honestly it's second nature to them. But it most certainly wasn't for me. It was like starting from scratch. So I would probably say that this, because if you look at the shading in the mane of the tiger, it looks too flat. They've not taken the time to actually like shade the individuals, not the individual strands, but the main kind of strands that come out. So it looks very unfinished to me. And then obviously you've got a lot of the flowers. I mean, the flowers are probably, if I'm honest with you, the flowers are probably the worst part of the tattoo because they're not consistent. The lines are very thick down here, and then you've got very thin ones up here. And again, with this one's probably the place where you can see it the most. Now, please, like I say, don't. I'm expecting that I'm going to do this tier list, go on TikTok, and I've had 3,000 followers leave because everyone's just fuming at me. But no, please don't be fuming at me. I mean, it's all just trying to see if I can provide any advice, and I'm not here to slate anybody. I'm not laughing at anybody. I've got no issues about anybody's work at all. I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day, and I'm here to just kind of do the best I can to provide any advice I can. I feel like these bits in I don't understand the need to these parts. I feel like when you're shading the darkest values in the piece, you should have very minimal. Um, like when you sorry, that made no sense. When you look at when you look at a professional um, piece of realism, when you look at the darkest values in that piece, they're very few and far between. Um, Kind of mainly the eyes, the nostrils, the very depths of the crease of a mouth and whatnot. Like the very darkest points are kind of left to be the darkest points, and everything else kind of needs to kind of let them be what they are and not match them. Otherwise, everything will just look flat. So again, would I get that done? I'm sorry, it's probably going to be laser removal, only because looking at how big this is on the person's arm, that's not going to. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you go to a really good artist and you get a really good cover up. But I mean, for me, I would never. I don't. I've got this thing personally, but I don't think I'd ever have a lion or an animal or like that tattooed on me in that sense. So yeah, that's going to be laser removal for me. Sorry, buddy. Please don't unfollow me. Oh dear. If my, if my, if my, if my what? I do not know. Okay. Oh, okay. What's this one now? This is okay. It's a butterfly with some swirls going on out the other side, I guess. Um, I mean, there's not much contrast. It does look very faded, but especially for a tattoo that's just been done. I mean, I can appreciate that obviously with the skin complexion, it's probably a bit more difficult to get it to saturate the color. Although I don't know, I think that you can't quite. There's no difference in saturation between the butterfly and the pattern. So I don't know. I mean, would I get that tattoo? I don't know. If you got me really, really drunk, maybe. No, I would not get that tattoo. I don't even think I'd get that covered up either. That's probably going to be a laser removal, if I'm honest with you. Yeah. Again, sorry. Do not hate me. Please don't unfollow me. But yeah, that's just personal. Would you expect me to get that tattoo? If you would expect me to get that tattoo, then, then wow. Then you probably just I'd have no words for that. All right, we're moving on because we need to get through this. I've already been 56 minutes into the stream, and I have got how many have I got left? I don't even know. What it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, we've done 15 in an hour. Is that good? Is that good? I don't know if that's good. I need to stop waffling. Okay. Right. So we've got a crown. The crown line art is okay. It looks a lot better from a distance. So if you kind of look at it from that, it's not bad. If you look at it a bit up close, you start to see where the details. Yeah, you can see where you've not really kind of continued the line there, and you've kind of flayed off a little bit. You can see there's a difference in the shading with that kind of section of the crown compared to that. So there's a symmetry issue as well with the shading. Um, yeah, for this one, I think that this is someone that again, this is just and you're going to find this out a lot with a lot of people. It's just practice because you can see there's signs here with that line there, how it's nice and crisp, and that's a good sign. I mean, the other side isn't as crisp, but I mean, this person is showing a lot of signs that they clearly understand what they're doing. But I would probably say give it time. You'll get there. You just need to keep practicing and keep doing what you're doing. You have found a style that you do fit with. But for me personally, I would probably put that in Get Me Drunk because it's probably something that I would get if I was pissed. Oh god, I've just clicked off the thing and I don't know why I've done that. I'll have to deal with that later. But yeah, let's put in that being Get Me Pissed. That would. Let me just because I've gone off the filters now. Let me just kind of go off that, put that down there. Where's the photos now? Because I've gone off them now. Don't know why I clicked off it. Oh man, I've got so many of these today. I'm not even that far into them. Right, so we were there. Okay, that's fine. Is that no? So I'm gonna have to do another. So if we go to properties, I'm gonna have to do another window capture. So let's just remove that. Let me just sort this out. I do apologise, guys. Yeah. Oh, God. It's because my camera's in the way of OBS. I can't actually see it. I'm not. I'm not trying to be weird, or am I? Who knows? Select window. We want photos. That's the one. Ooh yeah. Oh no, we need to hide the rest of it so people aren't anonymous. There we go. Oh, you get to see a bit behind the scenes of how we do it. There we go. Cool. So, um, yeah, we've already rated that one. Okay, cool. So this one, okay, is this actually on someone's skin, or is that pig skin? Is that a real person's skin? That's not a real. That's pig skin. The way the hair is, that's pig skin. It's gotta be. Well, yeah, I should hope so because it's. Oh, I don't. Oh God, what are we doing here? Jump in the. I should hope it's pigskin because if you can see, it's actually cut off at that point there. So unless this person is Buffalo Bill, then it's probably pigskin. So I mean, that's actually not that bad to be fair. I would probably say that for Unreal Skin, I mean, you can. It's okay. It's not. It's beginner level, and I'm sorry to say that it really is. That little puff up the top is a bit. I mean, you should have taken your time with that. To be fair, that's a bit bad. The nose could do with a bit of shade in the middle, and I feel like the nose kind of down here. I don't know if maybe the stencil rubbed off, but it does look like you didn't quite understand what you were doing at that point. I'm really sorry if I sound very harsh. Like, honestly, if I'm a bit harsh in this, please just tell me, and I will just calm down in the next one or whatnot. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's good. You clearly know what you're doing, and the fact that you're learning on pigskin and you've been able to get to that level is good. It's a lot better than some people that I've seen practice. I mean, would I get this on myself? Probably. If you gave it me for free, probably need to get me drunk. Sorry, mate. Probably need to get me drunk. So that's to get me drunk. Okay. If the tier list loads, right. I need to wait for the tier list to load. Well, instead of waiting for it to load, I can just set up the next picture. Because I'm pretty slow here. Let's go there. So, cool. So we got an owl. Oh, mate, that's actually pretty good. So we got an owl. And the owl is holding a Centaurian helmet. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's very good. I love that. I mean, the only thing that I would probably say is the sword is the helmet, but then the sword comes from inside of the helmet. I don't quite understand that. I mean, I don't want to say. I mean, that's a bit. I mean, it's very good, and it goes with the line of his calf and whatnot. But I think what's just kind of getting me. Can you guys see this with the sword? That the sword starts here, it goes down as if it was to be this, but then it comes from inside. I mean, it could just be like the design of it. I mean, it's still sick. I mean, would I get this tattooed on me? Yeah. I mean, that's probably going to be in one of the top 10, actually. That's going in the top 10. I'm quite happy with that. That's brilliant work, to be fair. Um, yeah. Wait, hang on. I don't think that's the. Is that the one there? That's. That guy's got white socks. Hang on. Why is this one not in there? Let me just have a look. I think we've. Is this one definitely in the tier list? Oh, wait, where's this one in the tier? Oh, it's there. Oh, I don't know if I've skipped a few. Let me just see. Because this one's going in the top 10 then. Okay. Here we go. There we go. So we will go to the next one. And oh wow. Oh god, okay. Top 10 is kind of kicking off at the moment because this is wow. I mean, this is really good. Oh, look at that. Look at the headgear. Look at that. The detail in the headgear at the top. That's insane. And I like the minimal use of white. Like, I think it really does make some of it pop, especially in like the helmet. The only thing I'd probably say is maybe push the darks a little bit more underneath the helmet and whatnot. But I mean, I really like that. I really, really, I love the effect of it, and I think that that's going to heal really nicely. Oh, oh, would I get that? I would. You know, I would love to have that tattooed on me. Sorry, I would love to have that tattooed on me. Is that going in top 10? Oh wait, hang on. Oh, proper. What's the tier list doing? Oh my god. Wait, what's going on here now? This is so embarrassing. Why is it being so weird now? Okay. Oh, we've gone too far. We've gone too far. Okay. Okay. Are we good? We're good. Okay, we're good. Thanks, mate. That's mine. I said I would quit if you didn't like. The Roman one. Oh, mate, no, that's brilliant. Honestly, no, that's going in. That's definitely going in top 10. I would honestly, I would love that. That's insane. Like, I mean, like I said, I made the comment about obviously darkening the darkest tones, but I can't really say anything because I haven't produced work like that on the on real skin yet. So that's it. So if I could do a tattoo like that on my own leg, I would probably I would be satisfied. I honestly I'd be so happy with myself. So you should be very, very proud. Um that's really, really good work. Really good work. I mean, yeah, no, really good work. So what are we doing next? Fish. And if you want as well, if you do want, if any of you watching this want to be tagged in the description, I think I can change and edit the description because honestly, I know that a lot of you probably, you know what I mean, you might need clients. If there's someone watching this video who wants a tattoo and they like your work, then I'll if you want your shop or name or whatnot to be in the description, just comment it in the video. It will be uploaded to YouTube afterwards, so I'm more than happy for anyone who likes anybody doing with their tattoos on here. They can go in the description and book a session with you if you want to, so you can get some more clients as well. More than happy to help a fellow artist out whenever I can. This piece, I would say this isn't finished. Now, I feel like a lot of pieces aren't finished. I just feel like it's a very good design in the sense of the hand, the heart in the hands. I mean, is that supposed to be a halo at the top? I don't. I mean, if it's a halo, then I don't think that's needed. I don't like how the hands kind of cut off there, to be fair, and they kind of round off. Um, I don't think that's kind of what hands do. But I mean, I do like it. It's just I think there's a few bits about it that I probably would change from the design itself. I think that you've got a lot of shading in the bottom and a decent and an okay bit of contrast. Within like obviously trying to create the form with the mouth and the lips and everything like that. And then it just kind of stops. And I don't quite understand why. And the heart does kind of blend into the hand. So there's no depth within the two. I would darken the hands a little bit to darken around the edges to kind of send the hands back, so that you can kind of have the heart there. But yeah, I think that it's not finished. And again, with the arteries and stuff like that, I think that it's just I don't know if it's a design flaw, um, or if it's just you needed to take a bit more time on the design. But yeah, with this, I would probably say cover up because I would probably if I had that, I'd probably. I mean, you could probably get a really cool cover up if you had that done. But yeah, for me that's a cover up. So we'll pop that in there. That's a cover up. Okay, we're moving here, so we're gonna go up, and we're gonna go to the next one. The next one. Oh, we got a few here. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick one. I'm not gonna pick many. We'll pick the leader. Okay, yeah. Well, it's very good. Actually, to be fair, look at the eyes. That's not actually that bad. It's really clean, actually. I mean, I can see that you've tried to do some red here and some green. I think it's gotten a bit too saturated. I would probably also say for one flower, that's probably a bit too many leaves. Now I know that that might have been on the stencil, but if the stencil doesn't look good, it's your job as an artist to kind of like change that. I would say 3 leaves is plenty. You don't need 5. That it's overkill personally. But other than that, I think it's really good. Like the colours are a bit muddy. I don't know if that's kind of what I was struggling with as well. Is obviously once you've just done black, if you go into doing red or green or anything like that, you can kind of muddy up the colours, and just make a mess. But what I've started to do is to wash my designs on the fake skin after I've done it. I leave it at night to let the black kind of dry a little bit, and then I'll go over with the colour the day after. And that kind of gets the effect that I want it to. So it's quite good. For this, yeah, even looking at the other pieces, like looking at like that and whatnot, you should be tattooing real skin. I mean, that's really good. The shading, no, the shading's really good actually. To be fair, looking at that moth, that shading's brilliant. I think you should be tattooing real skin. I mean, I mean, if you if you were to tell me that you were going from fake skin to real skin and you were going to give me a discount, yeah, 100% I'd have that on me. So, oh, and again, this is another one. There we go. So that's going in discount. There's that one there. Alrighty. So we got a dolphin. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look like it. I'll just have to look at it from there. So, I mean, doesn't. I mean, it's a very simple design. I mean, it doesn't. That's the thing with simple designs, because they're so. Because this is basically two lines. If there is any mistake in these two lines, it can ruin the whole piece. Because that's the whole point of this, is to have two kind of like printer clean lines that make up the silhouette of a dolphin. And although, yes, it does do that, and the person's probably very happy with the piece, I think it's one of them where if it's a bit difficult for me to zoom in, to be fair, because I can't actually show you that bit unless I was to kind of let me just kind of do that so I can show you that. You can see here where the line thickness just um, kind of goes very, very thick, and then all of a sudden stops, and then goes very thick again, and then it's just not consistent. There's very thick line in here compared to this side, and I think that there as well. I wonder if maybe if this would be blown out once healed. I mean, obviously, there's no immediate signs of blowout. Maybe this fin here potentially. For me, it's going to be cover up. Yeah, it's going to be cover up. I wouldn't really get this if I was drunk, and if I did, I'd probably want to get it covered up. It wouldn't need laser removal because it's very small. But yeah, it's good. Like I say, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Honestly, don't be disheartened. I feel like I'm being a bit more blunt about these designs now because I'm quite wary about getting through the actual tier list. If we have to, I said that we'll get it done. I mean, oh yeah, we've only been an hour and 15 minutes. That's not a problem. We'll get it all cracked. We'll get it all sorted. Don't worry. Oh wow, look at this piece. Oh wow, that's amazing. Let me just kind of like get that all. Oh wow, look at that. So we've got the eagle, and the eagle looks like it's healed. To be fair, I would say the eagle's healed because if you look at that chameleon, you can see the redness in the skin, which you can't quite see on the eagle. Yeah, I think that eagle's healed, and it's the chameleon that's been done fresh. So, okay. So first of all, the chameleon looked sick. Um, hell yeah, that looks sick. The only probably the thing is, I mean, there's like I say, there's just contrast in between the bottom part of the chameleon's chin and the darkest shadows. There's not that much of a difference. Now, this tattoo has just been done, and it can always look a little bit darker when it's just been done. So I am taking that into consideration. If we look at the fingers of the chameleon, I'm not quite happy with that finger. It does. I mean, I'm no expert on chameleon anatomy, so please take it with a pinch of salt. But that looks like it might not be how it should be. Um, if you were to look, because obviously, like there's chains linking. Oh, bloody hell, what are we doing here? Jump in the gun. There's chains linking the two together. Like there's chains linking the eagle and the chameleon. I don't know what that represents. That's pretty cool. Like, I mean, whatever it represents is is what it is. But if you look here, the chain does kind of lose its form. I mean, that chain link is very small. I mean, unless it's kind of supposed to symbolize maybe foreshortening, I just don't think it's been done in a very. I don't know. I just think when you've got really clean, defined chain links there, the kind of a uniform throughout the entire piece. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And then you've got these three here that just kind of look like I don't quite know. I don't know. That's just me personally. But would I get this tattooed on me? Yeah. I'm sorry. Take my money. Take my money. Honestly, I fucking love chameleons. Let's do it. Honestly, book me in. I'm serious and all. If this stream gets me a free tattoo, I will do it. I'm joking. Or am I? I don't know. But if anyone wants to do, you get what you get free tattoo on me, DM me, show me your work. Yeah, man. I'm all up for a free tattoo. Anyway, without asking people for free stuff, let's move on. Oh God, what am I doing? I'll get used to this technology stuff. Like I'm just a newbie. I'm just new at the game, man. Okay. So we got an arrow that's going through the moon, a constellation, stars. Yeah, it's alright. That circle's actually pretty good if you're a beginner. Let me just see if this says very first tattoo. Started practicing now. Oh wow. Very first tattoo, and that's a circle that you're pulling off. Wow. That's really, really good. Keep going. Keep going because if you can perfect that circle in about a year's time, bloody hell. I mean, it's all right. The straight lines, they're not that bad. Like for a first tattoo, it's a lot better than what mine was. Although I would probably say you didn't need to do that bit after the arrow. I would say that that's a bit redundant. There's no need for that. And if you are designing something on fake skin, probably best to not go corner to corner. Because if you go corner to corner, you're just going to get to the edge of the skin and it's just going to start flapping about and you can't stretch it or grip it and whatnot. And it's just going to be a waste of time. So yeah, I wouldn't bother. Would I get this tattooed on myself? No, probably going to be a cover up because I don't like arrows. But it's like I say, first tattoo, you keep going. That's insane. So let's go and cover up. That's fine. Let's see what we've got next. Okay, so we've got the Joker and Harley Quinn. Okay, it looks okay. It looks good. I can see the color. You can tell it's green. You can tell it's red. It's not too dark. The saturation in the eyes isn't the best. Probably because it's a cheap skin. Again, it's probably why the shading, although you've tried to do fewer passes, it's just not showing up because it's fake. It's a cheap skin. There's a bit of wobbliness in the lines up here, and yes, I will find it. If there's wobbly lines, I will find them. But a bit of inconsistency here. Yeah, I mean you've got dead thick outlines here, but then obviously it goes dead thin here. So there's a consistency issue. Although to be fair, it's the same on the other side. It's kind of like a thicker on the bottom, thinner on the top kind of thing. So yeah, I mean I get it. I get it. I think it's not finished. You're probably going to hear me say that for a lot of these, but I do think it's unfinished. I think that if you spend a bit more time kind of defining this a little bit more and saturating it, I think you can sort it out because you've got a really solid outline there. You really do have a really solid outline. You just need to kind of refine it a bit more and just create that depth. Get me drunk and get me drunk and I'd have that. I'd love the Joker and anything like that. So yeah, get me drunk and I'd get that tattoo. Now where is this tattoo in there? I think it's there. That's fine. Cool. Coolio. So right, okay, so we're looking at this one now. And okay, so it's a girl with a back turned towards drinking a drink with some flowers. Oh, that's better, doesn't it? Oh, and a butterfly. All right. Half a butterfly. Why half? Is that a butterfly or is that flowers? I think that's half a butterfly, but I think we're going to probably say that's flowers. Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's alright. I mean, I don't know if that's butterfly or flowers. It's probably going to deduct some points because of that. I think it does look like some butterfly wings, but it's probably just some petals of some flower. Yeah, probably some petals. Yeah, I mean, would I get that tattooed on me? Probably not. I probably want to get it covered up. It's got quite a lot of dark to it though. But I think you could probably get a decent cover up with that. So yeah, it's probably gonna go cover up. I think I'm. Oh yeah, that's where it is now. So we're gonna put that in cover up. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So this one. Okay. Okay, this one's good. This one's okay. There's you can probably see that there's the gums kind of get lost. There's not a lot of depth there. I think that you probably could have taken a bit of time with the mouth and the nose and everything. Although there's a decent bit of texture on the top area here, you can kind of see where it was coming together. Although there is a symmetry issue with the nose, and the outline is visible, which shouldn't really be with realism. Should have really soft transitions. Although the eyes look okay, and you can tell the texture for fur is quite good. So yeah, I mean it's good. I mean, would I get it tattooed on me? Probably not. Would I get it covered up? I mean, I probably would. I mean, would it be difficult to get cover up? I'd probably get it covered up if I'm honest with you. Yeah, I think it's going to be a cover up because I think if I had that, I think I'd need someone to kind of come in and kind of refine it to make it into a really good design, like a really good wolf. But yeah, advice wise, just kind of take your time, just keep doing what you're doing because yeah, that fur texture's great. That's insane. So yeah, you should be really happy with that. To be fair, you've done a really good job. Okay, what we're doing next. So we've got this. Line work's looking good. Looks really good, quite crisp. Obviously, there's no shading in this, so there's no point in quoting anything like that. It looks really solid. I can't really quote it. I can't really fault it. Would I get? Honestly, would I get this design? Probably. I wouldn't. I'm not gonna get any butterflies tattooed on me. It's not my thing. But I would probably put this in. I'd say discount. I'd say discount. Yeah, we're gonna go for discount. Discount for this one. Very good tattoo. Very good work. Happy with that. I would get that on my body if you would give me a discount. Is this a tier list or am I secretly hinting to people to give me free stuff? Who knows? I wish. Imagine. Oh, right. Oh, okay. That's a cool piece. I like it. Although I don't, again, I'm going to say it's not finished because that eye you can see, yeah, it's not finished. That eye needs to be completed. However, I can't really see this eye because there's a lot of ink kind of smeared over it. If you use some petroleum jelly or baby oil or whatnot, Vaseline, you can get that off. But I can see the mouth, and the mouth looks really good, to be fair. The nose, the shading's a bit. It's not finished. It's not finished. You can see a lot of the stencil. You can still see a lot of the stencil, and I feel like most of the what's making this image look kind of 3D is the stencil. If you were to wash that off, it might not look as good. So yeah, I think take the time, make sure you finish your pieces first, and then they probably should look better. But if you're struggling about kind of wiping off the ink, just use petroleum jelly. I'm gonna put it in discount. I'm gonna put it in discount. I think it's good. I can't really quote. I can't. It's just 'cause it's not finished. If it was finished, it'd probably be higher. To be fair, I think I was really when I first saw it, I thought, oh wow, this is really good. But yeah, obviously it's not finished, so it can't be as high as it should be. But it's a really good piece. Now I'm looking at my tier list lineup, and I'm like, these are all squiffy now. So now I'm having to search and find. Oh, there it is. Oh, bloody hell. All right. So that is going in. We said discount, didn't we? We said discount. But I mean, the only reason I'd want that for a discount is because you haven't finished the tattoo. If you had done that on me and you've not finished it, you're not getting full price. So it'd have to be a discount. Right. Oh, we got a bit of Attack on Titan here. I love myself a bit of Attack on Titan. And you know what? I'm gonna say it gets points straight away for the fact that I knew exactly what it was as soon as I saw it. Now, I keep going. I feel like I'm broken record talking about contrast and lines and wobbles and stuff, but it's kind of the same stuff really. It's just kind of like making sure that you understand the different values needed in order to create the contrast to get the depth of the piece. Because again, it's just like all the values in the rocks are very similar to the shading of the face, so it all just kind of blends in together. From a distance, it looks okay. You can tell what it was, especially any hardcore Attack on Titan fan knew exactly what it was. Um, I mean, get me drunk, yeah, get me drunk, and I'd have that in a heartbeat. Honestly, really would get me drunk, and I'd have that in a heartbeat. But where is it on here now? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Where is it? Where are you? Have I gone like the opposite way or something? Because this was all in order before, and now it's not in order. How very rude of you. Oh dear, oh dear. Ah, there we go. Oh my god, it is literally like every time like this is gonna make the stream go twice as long if I have to play a game of Where's Wally after every review. Honestly. Oh my god. Oh, this is supposed to be like a 2 hour thing. It's not gonna be a 2 hour thing. I think we've hit the hour and a half mark, I believe. So yeah. There's no way we've got another I don't even know. But this is crazy. Okay, so that's fine. Let me just see if we can continue going on here. So, okay. The next one up is a butterfly. So it's a butterfly, blue butterfly. Line work's good. Saturation's good. It's a simple tattoo. And like I said earlier, those simple tattoos, you need to make sure they're nice and crisp. And this one is nice and crisp. So I would probably say that can go in. I mean, I wouldn't get that on my body, but for a discount, probably would. So yeah, I'm happy to put that in discount, to be fair. I'm happy to put that in discount. Yeah, is that going in discount? There we go. Cool. So, some skulls on a stick. Skulls on a stick. Oh, okay. That skull's okay. Leaves are okay. Some shakiness in the lines. That skull's eye kind of merges. It's a bit weird how it's got one flat skull, one wide skull. Although that's probably the design. I can't really fault the artist for that. This one is probably going to go into. I would probably say take my money. I mean, it's not the best, but it's good, and it's clearly someone who understands how to do good work. Although When you do look in, there is a bit of inconsistency. I think it's gonna. I think it's high discount, and I am sorry if that offends you, but I think it is high discount. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a high. No, not give me a high discount, but it's high up in the discount list. Um, that's fine. Let's get rid of that. So, okay, this piece is beautiful. Okay, okay. So let's go in a little bit. This is amazing. Wow. I don't even know how to review this because it's way beyond my level. Oh wow, that's insane. The fact that you've got all the strands of these little ribbons with the hieroglyphics on them is just outstanding. That's insane. I mean, the only thing is, I mean, this is me nitpicking because I feel like I have to, but I feel like there's no kind of like the mouth just appears. Like obviously the little ribbons will go over the nose and the eyes and the forms and whatnot. But I feel like for the mouth just kind of is just plopped on top. But still, it's still gonna go in top 10. And I'm not gonna lie. Like I say, I can nitpick as much as I want. It's still going to go in top 10. So, yeah, wow. What we'll probably do, because I know that there's not a lot of people in the chat. I was probably expecting a little bit more than, to be fair, what has turned up. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's just probably what it's my marketing skills in all fairness. But I was gonna try and do like a poll for the last for the top 10 basically to see who was the top 10. But if I don't have people in the chat, I can't necessarily do a poll. So I'm gonna have to just kind of wing it. Maybe do a TikTok video asking people what they want to do. So right, okay. So let's go on to the next one now. Because I think what I'm gonna do is I might see how far we are in half an hour. Not many people end up joining, then I might call it a day. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. All depends on how many people turn up into the chat. I know you're there, Tom. I know you're there, buddy. I know you're there, buddy. So this one is very. This one's okay. Yeah, this one's looks like someone who's just gone from a beginner level and is getting to that point where they're just kind of making themselves kind of like they're just finalizing everything. I think that it's probably a design flaw, not an artist flaw, but I would probably say that there needs to be some antennas coming out of the butterfly. It just looks a bit naked at the moment, just the way it is. I would say those flowers are really good. If the design was just the butterfly and the flowers, it would be a very good design. The only thing that lets you down is this flower. And the only reason I say that is because of this line work here. I think you've used too thick of a needle to do these lines. I think if you just went a bit thinner and you just kind of went in on the shading, I think it'd work out. But these are brilliant, really well done. Honestly, you can see that you're on the cusp of kind of getting to that point where you're going to be borderline real skim. For this one, I would say discount. Probably, yeah, it's probably going to be a discount for me. This is one where I'm going to have to find the tattoo because it's hidden now. Oh my lord, lord, where have you gone? Oh, okay. Where have you gone now? Oh, dear, oh dear. Yeah, if it carries on like this, I might have to call it a day in like another half an hour to maybe 2 hours. I might put it on a break. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes because if I have to search for the photo in the tier list after every review, it's gonna take a lot longer than it should. Yeah, we are really gonna have a long night. Like I say, I might need to cut this up into sections because I do think it is a bit. I didn't anticipate how long it would take. But I thought it was going to be very rapid fire, like bam, 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 bam. But I think that it's going to be a bit. I don't know if it's going to quite go as like that. Well, obviously it's not going quite like that. And I can't find this actual design. Let me just see if I can drag that into there. There we go. And that, what did we say that one was going to be? That one was going to be in discount, wasn't it? Yeah, that one was in discount. Right, okay, so we put that in discount. I think I've just had to put the file in there. Okay. There we go. There we go. Sound. So let's get back to it because that's what I mean. It's like if I have to find it, it wastes like 5 minutes just trying to get through them all. Alrighty. Oh, cool. So this one kind of looks like what's his name now? Junji Icho. Junji Ichio or something like that. The mangaka that does all the horror stuff. Yeah, man, that looks really cool. It's just like I say again. I'm going to say it again. It's the contrast in hair, the contrast in the skin tones, and the hands, and it all just kind of blends in together. It makes it look a little bit flat. I would say, kind of like what I've said through this entire thing. I think this piece is unfinished. I think you just need to kind of carry on. I think you need to carry on and darken the and just kind of yeah. I think like look here between the lips and the gum. It's the exact same tone. That there's no difference. There's no depth between the two. With the bottom of the finger and the top of the finger, there's no cast shadow, so it all just kind of blends into itself. Oh, there we go. So for that, I would probably put. To be fair, it's I'd probably I'd say cover up because a good art. It's got good proportion and it's got good. It's not bad. Like it's not bad in the sense of like the design and whatnot. And I think a professional artist could really fix that up nicely. But I think, yeah, I'd need a cover up for that if I had that on my skin. Okay. Okay. So we've got this one coming up next. Oh, the mask. Now, I've actually done this stencil myself. I've done this design online, and I don't quite know who's done it better. To be fair, I'd probably say that this one's used a lot more values than I used. Mine was quite dark. To be fair, I only used a few. I'd say that the face is brilliant. Like the form in the face is amazing, and especially the teeth, because the teeth in that piece are really difficult because they need to be pearly white. The only thing that I would say is the clothing. Well, the clothing does look quite cartoonish because of the lack of shading or the type of shading. Um, that's my only problem with this. For me, would I have this on me? I would probably put this and take my money. I think if you're not doing real skin, you should get yourself on real skin because yeah, your work's good, mate. It's really good. So I'd put this and take my money. So what we're doing next now? Okay, okay. I think we got a family portrait, a personal portrait. This looks really good for a brand. I would like to see how it healed because it doesn't look. It does look like quite light. And I know that when a lot of people like to do realism, they like to go quite dark to begin with, just to make sure that it heals light. Well, when it heals, bloody hell, I'm struggling to speak at the moment. But when it lightens as it heals, it's the shape still shows and the photo actually still shows. So I would like to see it healed. I like the minimal use of white. Again, I think like in the eyes and the eyebrows and the mustache. I think that's really good. Although I would say the folds of skin down here, there's a bit of an. I don't know how you would fix this, but there's an issue with the texture because it does look just like folds of leather rather than skin. Unless that's just what the reference is like. Like I say, it's a bit difficult when you've got like a personal reference when you've actually got somebody's photo because you can look at that and it's like look at the hair. It's like you could look at that and be like, oh well, the hair drifts off here and it doesn't drift off that. So you would assume well, that's a mistake because you've not been symmetrical. But at the end of the day, for all you know, the photo that the person's got, the bloke could have had just messed up hair. So it all just depends. It's dead difficult when you're doing photorealism to actually to actually say like, is that a mistake or is that just the reference being followed to the detail? Um, for this, I oof, I'm gonna put that at the very top. Take my money. The very top of take my money. And the only reason it's not in, um, and the only reason it's not in top 10 is because I don't know. I just think that it's a bit too light. I would love to see it healed, but like I said, I haven't done a piece like that and seen them heal, so I'm talking from not that much experience. So I don't obviously want to start saying stuff and start putting myself on a pedestal that I shouldn't be on. But I think that the very top of table money. I mean, like I say, it could be top 10. It really does depend on what the future ones hold. But I think I'm trying to be wary of filling up the top 10 too soon. So I'd rather add more to it later on than take away from it at the end because I think that'd be easier. Um, so that's fine. So that's that one. 555. Right. Okay. So the line work is relatively good. There's a little bit of inconsistencies in the thickness here and here. Again, a little bit of inconsistency in the thickness. The halo isn't exactly straight, kind of curves down a little bit. I don't know if that's a stencil problem or a design problem. I feel like the spacing in between the and this is me nitpicking, so I am really sorry if this disheartens you. I do feel like the spacing in between the fives aren't exactly accurate. I feel like that five's a lot. The flick of that five's a lot longer. That one's a lot shorter. And then again, it's a lot longer. There's just a few minor inconsistencies, but again, that is me being a massive nitpicker. So I would probably put this in discount. I would put this in discount because I wouldn't. It's not something I would get, but with a discount, more than likely would. So that's fine. I'm happy with that. So wow, oh wow, that's really good. Look at that. I don't know if I can fault that. Um, I actually don't know if I can fault that. Hmm, that might be the best one that we've had. I don't know. It's on fake skin. It's not on real skin, so there is that to take into consideration. But I did say that that isn't going to be relevant in this tier list because it's not fair. No, obviously, is that hole punched? Have they hole punched it? Is that on a piece of paper or is that on a fake? Do people hole punch their fake skins? I might start hole punching my fake skins. That seems like a pretty good idea, to be fair. Yeah, that's got to be a fake skin. For that, I've got no advice for you, mate. Can you give me some advice? Because that's what I think I need. So yeah, that one's really good. That's gonna be the up, and so that's the highest. It's the highest. I'm sorry, but that one is, yeah, definitely. So what are we doing here? Where's that gonna go? Tails has been awfully slow. Okay, that's cool. So we've got it. That's fine. Happy days. Okay, so okay, this one's quite good. I really do like the minimal effect. Like I like the saturation. I like the low shading in the knee and stuff like that. I like it. Although I do think the shading could have been a bit more darker, just because from a distance it does get lost a little bit. Especially again with the contrast between the chest and the arm coming out. I think that it could have been a bit darker here, but all in all, I really do like that. Yeah, I really like that. I think that that's probably going to go and take my money. To be fair, I think that is going to go and take my money. I think I'm just going to kind of skim through the one. I think the ones that I can't actually give advice for, I'm just going to kind of rate them. The ones that I can give advice for, I will. So I think I'm just going to try and do this as fast as I can now because I think we've done it okay so far. But I think if I do a speech for every single tattoo, I'm just going to start rambling. I'm going to repeat myself, which I already am to be fair. And yeah, well, let's just relax. Let's just play, have some fun. So okay. So what's up next? Okay, cool. Can I give any advice for this one? Let me just see. Um, Maybe just take your time and carry on practicing. You do understand what you're doing. It's just try different needles. Try different needles. Keep practicing. Try different voltages. Keep practicing. Take your time. The highlights and the teeth. Don't worry about that. Honestly, don't worry about doing highlights in the eyes and details. Worry about shading. Worry about your technique. Yeah. Would I get that tattooed on me? If you get me drunk, yeah. If you got me drunk, I probably would. Where's that in thing? That's there. Okay, that one's okay. We're doing that one now. Okay. Oh, that's nice. That's very cute. Line works good. Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's not really much that I can teach you that you haven't already know. That's a really good piece. Should be doing it on real skin. To be fair, I would probably put that in. Probably put that in discount. To be fair, only because the eye. I think that one eye just let it down a little bit. Because it's just, I think it's a bit too much of the shade. I think it kind of stands out too much to the piece. But I would probably put that in discount. Where's this on the list now? There it is. So that goes in discount. Let's go next. I was zooming through this now. So that, I'm gonna just go for the middle one. Just gonna go for the middle one. Line works good. Saturation not so good. I don't know if it's supposed to be green. If it is supposed to be green, then yeah, that's not the best to be fair. Would I can't really teach much about color saturation. I don't really know much about it myself. When I do start to learn that, I will put videos out about it. But yeah, I think at the moment I'd probably put that in cover up because I'd be wanting to get that coloured in. To be fair, if I had that on my arm, so that's going to be a colour up. That's going to be a cover up. So that goes in cover up. Okay, this one I've already done this one on the other tier list, but this is really good work. Yes, it's really good. The person who's doing this should be on real skin. To be fair, I would put this on a discount because yeah, I think that's the one. That's going to go in discount. Yeah, the Tiger one's really good. It is really good, isn't it? Especially with like the shading and like subtle shading in the kneecaps and whatnot. It is really good. So let me just. Okay, so we've got this here. We've got the wolf. Now this is just like what? This is the same design, I believe, to the other wolf. But this is very, very realistic. This is insane. Like I couldn't do this level of work, and this must have taken the person absolutely ages to complete. Um, and looking at that sheet, is that an A3 sheet? That's not A4. That looks like a massive cutout. That does. That looks insane. The only problem that I would have is the mouth. And I noticed this when I first saw it. Well, the first thing my eyes went to is just the feels a bit of wonk. I feel a bit of wonkiness in the mouth and a bit of like the teeth just kind of like go here, there, and everywhere. Now the gums as well. There's no difference in the gums to the lower teeth, so I feel like obviously if you look at it from like that, absolutely insane. But if you look at it from like that, it looks a bit like no. So I'm gonna put that in. Take my money. It's not the top, but honestly, mate, I can't do work like that. So you're insane. That's insane. Well, I would look like I'm working to do work like that, but at the moment, probably couldn't. So where are you in this list? Because I swear I saw you earlier. And for some reason, there you are. So you're gonna go in, take my money. There we go. Take my money. Cool. So we've got, let me just put that over there. So that's the tail list at the moment. Good morning, Tin on Money. So these, what are these little boxing gloves or chef's hats or what are these? Little boxing gloves that are hugging each other. That's cute. That's cute. Um, yeah, I mean it's alright. Saturated. It looks. Oh, I think there's a little tidgy bit of blowout there, if I'm looking correctly. And see a little tiny bit of blowout, a little bit of blowout there, a little tiny bit maybe there as well. Just kind of take your time, lower the voltage, check your depth, make sure you're keeping a steady hand, all of that really. Let me just, I would probably say in that, it's probably going to go in discount for me, probably discount. It's good. I think the fact that it's such a small piece has saved it. I mean, discount for me. I mean, yeah, if it was free, I'd probably have that on me, not a problem at all. To be fair, it's not an issue. So, what's the next one? Oh wow, look at that skull. That's a nice crane effect as well. Oh wow, that's insane. Oh god. Yeah, no, I can't fault that. There's nothing really I can say to him. There's no way that I can say to improve that. I think that goes in the top 10. I honestly do. I think that's the top 10 contender. That's sick. That is. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. It's top 10. That's yeah. It's an easy one. That is. I've got. It's one of them where when you look at it, you just think it's just it makes me jealous. Like it looks legit, and like the contrast is insane, and the depth is crazy, and the look you can just it looks 3D and everything. It's not. Has it been added to the list? It doesn't look like it has. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's in the top 10. So I've already got 6 in the top 10 at the moment. Bloody hell! Have I got that many? I got loads to go through. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. So next we have this, which is a razor. We have a razor. Not a razor, we have a razor. So, yeah, it's alright. I feel like that's all I keep saying. It's alright. It's not bad. It's good. It's good. Um, yeah, the line consistency is good. Got no problem with it. Shade is okay. Well, there's not really much shading to be fair. I think there's a little bit in the handle. It's good. It's a nice, clean design. It's nice and simple. There's not really much. I mean, there's maybe the tearjiest, tiniest bit of inconsistency in the blade. That's not something that me like. No big deal at all. I would put that in. Take my money. I'm happy with that. I'd be happy to book in a tattoo with you and have something like that. More than happy. Okay. Oh, now this. Now I was worried about using this one because I don't know if this is actually the person's actual. Now it's not fair for me to say that because this is a design. This is a stencil that has been used by somebody who I know, and they do have a famous YouTube account. So it could have been used by multiple other people as well. So it's not fair for me to say that it's the YouTubers and not the actual person, but it's not finished. I mean, I wouldn't focus on sending it in for review. I would focus on finishing it because you clearly understand what you're doing. You know how to create a very dynamic looking piece. You just need to take the time and finish it. It's going to go in discount because I'd be fuming if someone did an unfinished tattoo on me, if I'm honest, and I wouldn't be wanting to pay full price. So it's going to be discount. To be fair, might seem like I'm being harsh, but I just it's one of them that it's just like if your piece isn't finished, I can't really give you a proper review. Let me just the tier list is just being super duper slow, and my laptop sounds like it's going to take off at the moment. Honestly, we're going to go to Mars soon with the way my laptop's going. Um, So, right, okay, so we've got a birdie. We got a birdie up next. It's alright. It's as every other tattoo has been in this list, it's alright. So, I mean, I think this is probably going to be one of the first ones. Let's have a look at the comment. What does it say? Oh, it doesn't say a comment. It's just this. Oh, so you've got a bird and you've got the dagger. Everyone starts off with a bird. I don't know if it's just me, but every single person, including myself, when they start off doing tattoos, it's always this like swallow design that we all start off with. It's just insane. Um, it looks good. Obviously, you need to carry on practicing and work on the voltage and the right needles and whatnot. But yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good. I'm gonna put it in discount. I'm gonna put it in discount. Actually, I'm gonna put it in cover up. I'm sorry, but I think if someone, yeah, I think if I had this from somebody, and I'm sorry to take that back from the last step. Oh, actually, no, no, let's get me. No, it's gonna go in cover up because even if I was drunk, I'd wake up the morning after and I'd want it to get covered up. But actually, no, nah, do you know what? I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm gonna put you in get me drunk. I think if you got me drunk, I'd get it done. So, wow, that one was hard to pick. Okay. Okay. So we've got like an axolotl, like a demon axolotl, like an axolotl that looks like the final boss of the manga. Damn, like Axolotlius Maximus the Third, ruler of the. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. But no, this looks really good, and I love the shading on it. I love it. I think that beautiful little design. Yeah, I really like it. I like how like it looks dead sinister with the eyes, like it's up to no good and it's gonna shank you when your back's turned. But I mean, yeah, I'm gonna put that and take my money. I mean, why? Would it be in top 10? No. Why? I don't know. I just feel like I feel like compared to the top tens that we have, it's not quite. It's not quite butter in the bread, but it is. It is still there. So yeah, I'm gonna have that in take my money. Now again, this is one that I can't find in the. Oh, there we go. Found it. Just be patient and you'll find it. Okay, so I'm gonna probably take a break in like 2 minutes, just for like 5 minutes or so, just so I can like get myself a drink and everything like that. Top up my caffeine and shizer. But then I'll be back and I'll do like another hour of it, and then I'll probably have to call it a night after that because yeah, I think 3 hours. I think that's a long enough for a stream. To be fair, for the first one, I think if I go any longer, um, yeah, I don't expect anyone to stay and watch a 4 hour stream. So let's do one more and then we will go on a mini little interval for like 5 minutes or 5 minutes, just while I make a coffee. So, do, 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 do. So this, oh, what a nice one. Oh, okay. I think this is the same person who did the other one that's in top 10 as well. So I'm not going to put it in top 10 only because you've already got one in top 10. I don't think it's fair to have two in top 10. But that's insane. That's incredible work. Look at the snakes. Even that one snake at the top, you can tell it straight away. Even though the lighting isn't the best in the picture, you can tell exactly what it is straight away. The only thing is that a snake's tail wrapped in? I think it is a snake's tail wrapped in between her fingers. But then obviously, if the snake's tail is wrapped, I don't know. That maybe I don't know. That's just me kind of wandering off on a weird little tangent there. But I know. I think it's brilliant. I think it's really good, and I think that'd heal really well as well. I'm gonna put that, yeah, the very, very top of Take My Money. I am. So that is the tier list at the moment when that one wants to kind of go up there. So that's what we've got currently. We've got quite a bit in cover up. We've got 6 in the top 10 at the moment. We've done okay. I think we've done okay to kind of get this far. I don't know. We're definitely not halfway through it. We're probably not even a third of the way through it. I think we're maybe a quarter. So yeah, I think this stream's going to need to be cut up into a few parts. Although I thought it might take a few hours, I didn't quite think it would take this long. So that's fine. We're going to go on a short little break. It's only going to be for a few minutes, so don't worry too much. We're going to be literally less than 5. So I'll catch you guys in a very brief moment. And yeah, again, thank you all for watching. Well, not thank you for watching. I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, let's just stick around for a bit. I won't be long. I'll catch you in a bit. And we're back. Hello there. So we've got another photo. Let me just try and take off this compressor because I feel like this is what's messing up the volume. Let me remove that. And this might sort the volume out, but if I end up talking a bit louder, or if I end up kind of, oh, if I end up talking a bit loud or talking a bit quiet, it might go a bit weird because there's no compression at the moment. But we'll just see how it goes, because I have been having some audio problems, which is not what I want. So, okay, let's go. We've just done this one. What I'm going to do is I know I've just had a break, but I'm only going to do about like 5 or 10 more dead quickly, and then we're going to call it a night. Because this is taking quite a while, and I think I want to structure the next bit a bit more so we can have a bit more of a laugh. I think it's been quite serious with like the stuff. I'm quite happy with the structure that I did with the review and with the advice, but I think that I don't know. I just want to kind of add a bit more of an entertaining value into it. I think we're going to do that. I'm gonna put it back to the drawing board. We'll go back to it and make it a bit more entertaining next week. Because I'm definitely going to be doing what the plan is a stream every Sunday. Basically at the same time, 7 p.m. Sunday is when I'm going to be looking to stream, and I'm going to try and do a long form video on YouTube in the week, and then obviously post on TikTok as regularly as I can. But let's keep going with the tattoos. So this one is cool. Why the dragon has claws coming out of its head, I do not know. Unless it's kind of got like this weird parasite claw thing coming out of its ears. Well, which one's yours? Which one's yours, Tommy? Let me know which. If you give me a description of yours, I'll make sure to do it in this video tonight. Let me know what it is, and I'll have a little look now, and I'll find it definitely. This one needs. I mean, the line saturation's good. It's not bad. I like the little squiggles that you've done in the horns as well. I think you just need to, yeah, just not have the claws coming out of its ear because it does look a bit weird. I think you might have done these though without a stencil. Which, if you've done these without a stencil, then wow, well done. That's really good. That's really good if you've done them without a stencil. Pure zombie face on upper arm outside. Okay, pure zombie face on upper arm. Oh, John's okay. Let's have a little look. I mean, yeah, I think that the line work, that dragon, I mean, the line works really good. Like the spikes are spiky, the straights are straight. I've got no problem with that. I'd probably say maybe just like take your time really with the shading. And I think that are these 1mm skins? Are these them small one? I think they are. These are them very small 1mm thin skins from Amazon. If you're doing this, if you're doing that on 1mm stuff, I'd maybe get. Oh, that eye's really good. Look at that. That's really good. I'd maybe get a thicker skin, even if it's just a cheap Amazon thick one, the 3mm ones, because you want to kind of enter the dirt. You want to enter the skin kind of at about 1 to 1.5mm. So these 1mm skins will actually teach you correct skin depth. So I would recommend doing that. Now, to be fair though, get me drunk, and I would let you tattoo that on me any day. Well, to be fair, give me a discount. Do that for free, and I'd let you do that. I did the rest from the right top, and it is looking better. Rest from the right top. That's good. No, it's good work. To be fair, if I was to show you the first tattoos I did on these 1mm skins, they look nothing like what this looks. So don't. This looks really good. Like you've managed to make your lines connect and everything. It looks. The fact that I don't think you've used a stencil, and you've still managed to get these dragon faces looking like this is really good. Like you've obviously taken the time to learn how to draw them. So that's impressive. That is impressive. I thought it was freehand. I thought it was freehand. You should be really proud of that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to put that in. Get me drunk enough, mate, and I'd let you tattoo. I know you're not. You're still learning, but get me drunk enough, and I'd be saying yes to you. I would. Where's this in the tail? It's not. I think that's that one. So let me put that there. Mats, get me drunk. Definitely get me drunk, mate, and you can tattoo me any day of the week. Okay, that's sound. So we've got a pure zombie face on upper arm outside. Right, let me have a little search for this one. Zombie face, upper arm, outside. Is it colour, Tom? Is it the colour one? Or is it black and white? That's like a Mexican skull. I don't think that's a zombie. Purple, yes. Oh, I know exactly which one yours is. I know exactly. Yes, because I was worried that yours wasn't actually in the tier list. I made sure it was included. Yes, I know which one you're talking about. I know exactly which one you are talking about. Let me find it. Because I really do like this piece, to be fair. This is one of the ones that stood out straight away. When I can find it. Yeah, good job you piped up, to be fair, Tom. Otherwise, we would have been waiting a while to review it. So that's fine. Let me just... I'm happy you're here, to be fair. This is one of the ones I definitely wanted to review tonight. Result of 10 and 11 years of progress. Wow. Wow. That's insane. Oh, come on. It is here. I know it's here. So, how is everyone? Having a good day? All enjoy your weekend? Has the sun been shining? Have the birds been singing? If you can tell, my small talk is absolutely amazing. What's going on here now? Right, okay. Hang on. Hang on. So, where is that one now? Let me go on here because I think it's just not in my folders. I knew I had a problem with trying to find yours earlier, so that's why it's definitely in the tier list because it's there. Look, it's that one there. But I just need to make sure I've got it in my list of things because it's very difficult because I've had to transfer them through Facebook. It probably wasn't the best way of transferring all these photos because a lot of them have kind of gone a bit messed. But there we go. Let me download that. Let me open that, and let's make the window capture. So photos. No, not that one. Okay. We'll just do that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there it is. Let me just organize this screen now. Is this the one you're talking about, Tom? Let me just make sure I go back to the chat. Thinking of moving to England. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, mate. But if it's what you want to do, go for it. I mean, I would love to move out of it. Yeah. In progress. Nice. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's what it is. Go back on here now. Boom. There we go. So this piece is absolutely breathtaking, to be fair. That is insane. It's look at that. That's just crazy. There's like I say, there's nothing that I can fault about that. I wish I could zoom in, to be fair, but I can't for some reason. The way that you've layered the colours to get that saturation and that effect is absolutely nuts. I mean, the wispiness in the hair on the side over here as well is absolutely sick. I mean, the only thing I would probably say is I mean, like I say, it's probably not. Obviously, it's nothing to do with the skill. It's most likely just the design or the request from the client. But it's just kind of having the hair, the wispiness kind of joined back up. That bit there, just kind of join back together. But then again, that might is just a design problem, and might not even add anything to it because this is in itself absolutely incredible. Like, look at. I want to be able to zoom into the eye. It's not letting me. If I was to just do that, that's about as much as I can zoom in. But this photo is from the third day. Oh, so you're still. Oh, so it is still a work in progress. Oh, wow. Oh, well, please let me know. Like, it's still a work in progress and you've not finished it. Yeah, let me know when you've done it. And to be fair, Tom, I've been looking at this and I've been thinking I might have to come to you in the future and ask you to do a tattoo for me. That looks absolutely insane. I would love to get a tattoo. Um, yeah, and I'd definitely promote you on my page as well, mate. So if you want to hook up a little collab or something and whatnot, just let me know. That's insane. And you know what? 'Cause I've got lost. I forgot I've even doing a tier list to be fair. But for this one, yeah, it's gonna go in top 10. It is gonna go in top 10. It's not just because you're here, Tom. I genuinely I remember you posting this on my page, photo, and it stood out straight away. It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. What a piece to end the stream on, to be fair. What a piece. It's brilliant. So that can go in the top 10. I'm not putting it at the first at the moment because I've not decided which one's gonna be like the top, what order it's gonna be. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm gonna do a video kind of asking people to vote for that rather than me have the final say. But yeah, that I'm happy at the moment. We've got 7 in the top 10. I'm happy with that. We can continue next Sunday with the rest. We probably might not finish it, but we can get a decent chunk of it done. But no, honestly, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for all the submissions. If I haven't got around to your submission today in the video, I am very sorry. If you give me a comment or a DM to let me know, I can try and make sure yours is the first in the next tier list. But yeah, this has been a success to be fair for the first ever stream. And yeah, thank you all so much. This is Jack of Needles signing out.